Good morning, sunshine.
Morning.
And a beautiful morning it is. Well, at least it was while the sun came up this morning. Blood red sky. And you know what they say about that red sky thing. And more than likely, we are going to get it later tonight and tomorrow. Yeah, just all packed up here finally. And I'm getting ready to get a little head start on Eddie. He's finishing up his coffee for the morning. Packing up. And it looks like I got everything. Yep. Hitting the trail. It's a little before 8 o'clock. We're going to be hitting about 12 and a half miles today. Aim for another shelter. And hopefully the rain stays away. It was supposed to be raining this morning, but we haven't seen it yet. I'm crossing my fingers, but it will definitely be coming tomorrow. And Wednesday, they're talking about snow here. So, depending on our feelings and how much snow the forecast changes to, we may adjust our plans and do a zero, because we're not really equipped with spikes or anything, and try and do that in snow in our boots is going to be a little difficult, and we're not going to get 16 miles in that day. That's what we need to do, is 16 miles. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, so far it's a good night. Didn't sleep very well. But other than the issue with my pillow, everything was great in the shelter. Wasn't that cold. Kept the breeze off of us. And good trip so far. Oh yeah, check this out. That waterfall from yesterday. I think I filmed a little bit of it earlier. Pretty. Now I need to cross back over the trail here without falling on my butt. Oh. And I just realized I forgot my trekking poles. So back I go to the shelter. That's what happens when I have a phone in my hand thinking I got everything. Okay, the trekking pole emergency's been rectified. Luckily I was only maybe a few hundred feet from the shelter. But yeah, we're gonna try and make the 12 some miles today. Shouldn't be a problem, we did that yesterday. Got a pretty big drop off here. Gonna go down to down around 500 feet, which we stay at for a couple of miles, and then before we have the next climb. But there is a big, huge oak that is supposed to be the biggest tree on the Appalachian Trail. I forget what it's called, but it's at the bottom of this hill here. So I'll show it to you when I get there. Okay, down the bottom of the hill, and I found the oak. Let's check it out. Wow. That's a big tree. Wow. Maybe if I switch to the wide view here, you can get all of it. So those are my trekking poles. They're almost all the way extended, so they're probably about 3 and some inches feet. Yeah, that's about a 6-foot girth on this thing. Maybe even more from this. Yeah, this side can be more. I said girth, I meant diameter. It's about a 7-foot diameter. All right, we've been blessed with a meadow walk right now. Not too bad. I'll take it. After all the rocks we've been over the last day. Pretty. And we were camped right up in there. The shelter's right up in that little, right below the ridge. All right, we have come to the, I think what was referred to on the map as the Swamp Boardwalk. Across the little bridge here, and then there's about a half-mile walk maybe across the marsh out here. So we've had it pretty good this morning. I'm knocking on wood as I say that. Should be a nice little walk. All right, we've approaching 4 miles now, and going through a lot of these farm fields here, which is pretty cool. Nice, easy walking, but wind has always been our face here. Kind of chilly. Yeah, beautiful countryside out here. Beautiful country. So we've been doing a lot of this today. Very swampy. Some of the parts have got the raised bridge, and then all of a sudden, you gotta get your feet wet or be really good at balancing. Hey guys, just a little check-in here. We're about 2 miles away from the next shelter, and we're gonna probably stop there for lunch. That'll be about 8 miles in out of 12 and a half, so we're doing pretty good. But hey, check this out. I'm gonna show you, we're not the only ones that use the trail. Check it out. Raccoon prints. Yeah, so of course I got the little mental picture there with the raccoon walking down the trail with a couple hiking poles and a little backpack on. Something tells me this is the intersection with Leather Hill Road. Just a hunch. So we just stopped off at this Wiley shelter, had our lunch there. We just left. Met up with a AT alumni, the last Boy Scout, and his dog, Meat Kite. Nice guy, nice dog too. But he's taking a couple days off here to sit through the rain and snow. With the dog, I guess, doesn't want to take her through that. But we are done with lunch. We are on our way to 10-mile shelter. And it looks like it's about 5.2 miles to get to that one. So I'm hoping I can make it. I twisted my ankle pretty bad coming into this shelter. And I think I'm all right, but it's kind of bothering me a little bit. So I'm going to take my time. We got plenty of time today. We've been making good mileage with the very forgiving landscape. So we're gonna water up here. Got a nice little flow here, and we can fill up the water and do some filtering.
Wash the spoon off for you, David.
A little bit of a road walk, detour. I guess there's part of the AT he's got. Was it the bridge, the footbridge out? Is that what it was?
Yeah, footbridge was washed out.
So can't really cross the AT there. We're going to bypass about a quarter to a half mile of the AT. But a little bit of a road walk to get around, to get across the river and pick back up. But nice easy walking. Definitely some nice quaint little New England homes up here. Pretty in here. Anyways, I'll check in with you later. Okay, we have just crossed into Connecticut officially. A little road walk detour. We added probably a little bit of distance, but we cut off or had to avoid about a quarter mile to a half mile of the AT. So here you go. Here's a sign up here. Welcome to Connecticut.
Glad to be here.
Okay, we got the warning sign here. Last water till 10-mile shelter. Pretty good flow, but we're already filled up, so we're just going to continue on. And then we're going to start to climb up 10-mile hill, which is a straight 500 foot up from what I was looking at on the gut hooks. But that's the last climb for the day. Then we climb down the other side and we'll be at the shelter. So here we go. Yep. No fires allowed in Connecticut. Oh well. Just have to snug in our sleeping bags. All right, we have reached the top of 10 Mile Hill. Over about 600 feet elevation gain or so. Summit's right back there. We're going back down. Same amount of climb back down to the shelter and we'll be done for the day. But it's really warmed up today. I had to lose layers, took my pants off, showing some leg. We got some moving water. All right, folks, we're finally at the shelter. Not quite settled in yet. We're not all unpacked, but we're here. And man, what a beautiful, beautiful shelter site this is. Check this out. So coming around, looking out from the shelter, we got this beautiful meadow. I'm hoping we're going to see some animals here tonight or tomorrow morning. Anyway, coming back around to the shelter. It's right here. Got a barrier right here. You can actually hop over it, and there's a space down in there. And then the platform is farther back. It's kind of cool. We've got privy back here. There's an old water pump over here, but it's not working. We already checked it out. And this is the first shelter we've actually come to that's had a bear box for our food. So that'll come in handy. We don't have to hang up in the tree. But yeah, gorgeous site. I'm gonna be happy here tonight. Show you inside the shelter here. Hillbilly sitting up on this side, and I'll be over here on this side. But yeah, it's I'm gonna get the wide view here. There we go. Yeah, you just step over this beam here. You can either step over on a platform, or if you need to, you can get down. So there are no fires allowed in Connecticut, and we are now in Connecticut, so we cannot legally do it. Actually, if you look down here, there's some charred embers there, or sticks. That they've obviously broken apart a fire that they had. I can see ashes down here on the ground. It's definitely probably set it up illegally, and either they broke it up or someone came along and cleaned it up. But we're going to follow the rules. So I got dinner cooking. It's already in the rehydration pack there, heating up, soaking. Here's my stove. Here's my Leatherman squirt. And this, for tonight, is my spoon. Yep. What do you do when you leave your spoon sitting on a rock in the middle of the trail somewhere? You whittle your own. So it'll have to do. And Mr. Hillbilly, gee, what are you using there?
I believe this is birch bark.
Mr. Hillbilly also lost his spoon today. I think this is April Fool's on us today.
Yeah, that's true. It is April 1st, isn't it? That's
April
what it
1st.
is. Some
Yep.
hiker's going to show up at the end of the night with both of our spoons and be like, ha, gotcha.
But yeah, we both weren't very smart today. And we're making do though. Going a little rustic. Okay, so how well does my little whittled spoon work? Good enough. Got some Mountain House spaghetti going. And it's done cooking, so here we go. Yep, it works. A little extra fiber with my diet though. Good stuff. Now I will say the weather's looking up because all day it's been kind of cloudy and cold and breezy and threatening rain, but it's totally turned around. Pretty blue skies. Sun actually came out for a little bit too, but it's just now setting, so we're probably not going to see it behind the ridge. But yeah, we're just going to enjoy all this tonight. Grabbing our, sliding our sleeping bags, and I'm going to probably be up reading for a while, or maybe talking to the wife or something, enjoying this view. All right, guys. So, sometimes the question comes up, what do we do to go to the bathroom out here in the wilderness? Not really the wilderness, but the Appalachian Trail, some of this wilderness. So, yes, there's always the option of going in the woods. It's still sort of wintertime coming into spring, so we don't have a lot of vegetation on the trees. So that's kind of hard to do unless you get way off trail. But at all the campsites, they have these privies, which are, sometimes they're good, sometimes they're pretty nasty. This one's actually decent. I'll show it to you here in a second. So yeah, it's basically, this one's called a moldering privy. The steps leading up to it. You open that door, the toilet is over here on the left, and there's a platform over here that's got a blocked trap door there. Probably they alternate the side of where the toilet is every few years. But the way these work is you do your business, and stuff drops down inside there, and then what you do is they have a bucket with some sawdust or leaves or whatever, and you throw a bunch of that in afterwards. And essentially what that does is all the material you throw down in there helps to break down the waste, and it just kind of decomposes naturally. So that's the kind they got here, and pretty popular method. But you're only going to find those in the campsites or wherever the shelters are. Now down the road here, about 1/10 of a mile down the trail, they do have a campsite for tents, and they also have a moldering privy there too. So that was mighty convenient. All right. So on the Appalachian Trail, you got either hang your food like we normally do, or carry a bear can, or you got to use your bear boxes to store your food. And we got one of those here tonight. I'm going to show you what those look like. All right, so this is what they are. It's a different style than what I'm used to, but it'll do. It's the heavy steel box. Opposable thumbs can get this off. Bears can't. Open it up in there. Hillbilly stuff is already in there. Mine's going to go there. And we re-secure it. that's bear box. Much better option to having your food stolen by a bear. Store your food right.